Growing up back then in secondary school, our teacher used to say, may your days be rough. We literally didn't understand what they meant by may your day be rough or may your days be rough. We actually thought this person was laying a curse on us, but we didn't understand that that was really a curse. That was a blessing. You see, when it comes to the real world, it is not about how intelligent you are or how smart you are. Sometimes it's about your willpower, the ability for you to endure, persevere, the ability for you to still keep carrying on when something is very uncertain. On my next video, I'll be talking about uncertainty, how to develop awareness, how to stay strong during tough times, how to stay motivated. When this teacher keeps on telling us, may your days be rough, we didn't understand then. But we didn't know he was speaking out of the sight of a matured man who has seen life, understanding that we are going to get to that stage. But guess what? He wasn't saying this thing to everybody. But there were specific of us, he keeps on telling this thing to us. May your days be rough. Truly, truly, a smooth sea never make a good sailor. A smooth sea never ever makes a good sailor. If everything in your life is moving smooth, you have to pause and ask yourself a question. Nobody is not praying for perfection. We all want everything to be smooth in our life. But if everything is smooth in your life, what is the story you're going to tell? Because any story without any pain is never glory. One of the things that makes Alexander the Great history and his stories keep sounding amazing. One of the things that makes Alexander the Great to be a conqueror of all times, we weren't there when he did those things. Me and you now watching through this phone, we were not there when Alexander the Great himself conquered the world. But we heard of his stories, we heard of his greatness, and why is it so sweet? Why is it so enthusiastic? Why is it so overwhelming? Why does it bring you chills when you read Alexander the Great story? It is not about how successful he was. It was about the things he had to go through to attain to that height. If your life is not filled with turbulence, then you are doing something wrong. They say when the devil ignores you, there is a problem. If there are no problems, you should seek for problems. A lot of you sit down to what is familiar, what is comfortable. If you are sitting with what is only familiar and what is comfortable, trust me, there is nothing that grows there. You must find ways to put yourself in difficult situations. I'm not saying you should literally go and look for problem, but I'm telling you this. You must find a way to seek adversity. Adversity is not something you should run from. It is something you face. I don't run away from my fears. I face them and embrace them because why? For every time you defeat it, there is something great that happens to you. After every adversities comes a blessing. after every adversities in your life, trust me, there is a reward. This is why when you play video games, after each stage, there is a reward. Right? But if you dislike and you feel like you're not going to play that game, there is no reward. So don't run from adversities.